African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoya, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On 12 August 2026, the Russian armed forces maintained offensive operations along the entire line of contact. The North Group liberated the settlement of Vodyanoye in Kharkov region, while other groups improved their tactical positions and inflicted significant losses on Ukrainian formations. This report covers each operational direction in detail. In the northern sector, North Group forces achieved a decisive success, taking full control of the settlement of Vodyanoye in Kharkov region. Following this liberation, Russian units engaged concentrations of enemy manpower and hardware across two regions. In Kharkov region, strikes were delivered against 3 mechanized brigades, a motorized infantry brigade, an assault regiment, a territorial defense brigade, and a border guard detachment near Svetlitnoye, Kupino, Zhovnovoy, Vasilevka, Dergachi, Zhukov Yar, and Kazachia Lopan. Simultaneously, in Sumy region, Russian forces hit elements of 2 mechanized brigades, 2 airmobile brigades, and 2 territorial defense brigades around Pisarevka, Porozhok, Kropotshchina, and the city of Sumy. The day's actions in this sector resulted in the loss of more than 210 Ukrainian servicemen, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 7 motor vehicles, and 2 electronic warfare stations. The West Group of forces improved the tactical situation along its axis. Russian troops inflicted losses on a grouping that included 3 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade, an assault brigade, 2 marine brigades, and a territorial defense brigade. Engagements occurred near Veseloye, Chervony Oskol, Podliman, Berezovka, Monachnovka, and Petrovka in Kharkov region, as well as Svyatogorsk, Mayaki, and Stary Caravan in the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian forces lost more than 220 troops in this sector, together with 3 armored fighting vehicles, 19 motor vehicles, 1 artillery gun, and 1 electronic warfare station. In the South Group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Formations of 4 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade, a mountain assault brigade, and a territorial defense brigade were engaged near the settlements of Nikolaevka, Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Drushkovka, Pershamryevka, Nakanorovka, Verolyubovka, and Nikolaipolye, all located in the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses in this area reached up to 195 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles including 1 US-made Stryker armored personnel carrier and 21 motor vehicles. No artillery pieces were reported destroyed in this direction. The center group of forces improved its situation along the front line. Russian units struck manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, an assault brigade, an assault regiment, a marine brigade, and 4 National Guard brigades. Fighting was concentrated near Dobropolye, Krasnopodoli, Belozerskoye, Annovka, and Matyashevo in the Donetsk People's Republic, as well as Novopavlovka, Novonikolayevka, and Petrovskoye in Dnipropetrovsk region. Ukrainian forces in this sector lost more than 350 servicemen, 1 tank, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 7 motor vehicles, and 1 artillery gun. The East Group of forces advanced to the depths of the enemy's defense. Manpower and hardware of an assault brigade, 3 air assault brigades, 3 assault regiments, and a marine brigade were engaged across 2 regions. Positions were hit near Vasilkovka, Kolomytsi, and Ivanovka in Dnipropetrovsk region, and close to Shirokoye, Miroka, Rybalskoye, and Volnyansk in Zaporozhye region. The enemy sustained losses of up to 340 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, and 17 motor vehicles. In the Dnipro sector, units of the Dnipro Group of forces inflicted losses on elements of 2 mechanized brigades and a mountain assault brigade. The main engagements took place around Orakov, Preobrazhenka, Grigorovka, and Yurkovka in Zaporozhye region. The enemy's losses here amounted to up to 30 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 25 motor vehicles, 1 artillery gun, and 3 electronic warfare stations, degrading his command and control and sustainment capabilities. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces delivered a comprehensive fires campaign. A patrol vessel of the Ukrainian Navy was destroyed. Strikes were conducted against military airfields, fuel, power, and transport infrastructure facilities used by the Ukrainian armed forces, storage areas for attack unmanned aerial vehicles and their components, as well as temporary deployment sites of Ukrainian formations and foreign mercenaries. In total, 159 separate target areas were hit. In the maritime domain, the Black Sea Fleet neutralized 8 Ukrainian uncrewed surface vehicles in the waters of the Black Sea, further disrupting enemy naval activities. Air defense systems were heavily engaged throughout the day. Russian air defense formations shot down 6 guided aerial bombs, 5 US-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket system projectiles, and 5 Neptune long-range guided missiles. In addition, 1,061 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles were intercepted and destroyed, protecting ground forces and critical infrastructure from air attack. Turning to the cumulative losses inflicted on the Ukrainian armed forces since the beginning of the special military operation, the confirmed totals now stand at 673 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 205,017 unmanned aerial vehicles, 669 anti-aircraft missile systems, 30,551 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,769 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 36,127 field artillery guns and mortars, and 69,080 units of support military vehicles. These figures represent the enduring degradation of Ukraine's warfighting capacity. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.